Rikku! Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
Alright, again we are on a different area after being sucked by Sin once again. I believe there is something here, wait. There we go. This treasure right here, this key item that we just obtained, is crucial for making the celestial weapon for one of our characters. So do take note of that. There might be something here too, let's check. More treasure chests, never mind.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanabes.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Wakka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Alright, as you have noticed, things are starting to look a little bit better for Tidus because blitzball is something that Zanarkand and this place have in common. And also, if you remember that, what do you call this? That thing that Wakka did and his teammates when Tidus was signing up the kids' blitzball, they also did that gesture. So that is another thing that is common here and in Zanarkand. We will learn more about that as we progress through the game.
I felt like I could trust this Wakka, so I just had to ask. It's true Zanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Zanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Rikku said. Wakka and Rikku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Izanagii, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying the team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Wakka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
During their conversation, Wakka opened up a bit about Sin and why he is existing. So with that regard, we got a little bit of, what do you call this? An eye-opener of what they believe here in this place, in this area. Like their religion. Like what does their religion believe in? Why is Sin here? And Wakka said that it's because of the machina existing and because of the people continually using the machina. So basically, for them, Sin is there because of the people using machina. And they name it as that big whale as Sin because Sin is their punishment for using the machina.
What's the big idea?
We just need to swim through here. I can't remember if there are any treasures underwater. We also got a new party member temporarily, and it's Wakka. And as you can see, he uses the blitzball as a weapon. New skill 2, we have Dark Attack, which can inflict darkness on an enemy for 3 turns. Let's try it. Basically, darkness is the blind status, wherein if you're able to successfully inflict it on an enemy, that enemy will have less accuracy. Which means that you have better chances of dodging its normal attacks. There you go, that's the treasure right there. I want to make sure that I get each one of them. That way we can save our guild. No need for us to buy potions. And Phoenix Downs, Remedy. Also, we are getting more of those spheres which are required for activation in our sphere grid. Got an antidote which heals poison. There's no more treasure here since the camera went up. We're very close again to activating Tidus' overdrive. There you go, might as well use it. Because for Tidus, you can learn the rest of his overdrives by continuously using the current ones. And for example, in order to learn the next one, which is called Slice and Dice, you need to use Spiral Cut, I believe 10 times.
Let me go!
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
Hmm? A major Blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that blitzball and sin were the only two things that Spira and Zanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
There you have it, the main reason Wakka is interested in recruiting Tidus onto their team to play to the upcoming blitzball tournament is that their team hasn't won a single one.
The one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, 'twould be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village. Besaid village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
Yeah, we do remember it, but of course, since Tidus doesn't really know any prayer where he came from, so we're just gonna answer with and somehow he's like pretending that he has forgotten a lot of things, right? So we're just gonna go with I don't remember. Either way,
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Hey, not bad. Okay, now, go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
There you go, that's one of the things Zanarkand and this place have in common. The prayer or the blitzball sign for victory, like what I told you earlier. Because if you look at it, the way their hands are formed at the end, it somehow symbolizes a ball. More treasure chests right here. Also, Wakka is really lucky to see Tidus. Plus, when he saw Tidus... When he saw the way Tidus kicked the ball, he knew that he had potential. He knew that their team might have a potential in winning this year's tournament. So before going into the Crusaders' Lodge, let's check the other cottages first. Odd clothes. You two seem to have a very odd choice of clothing too. Hope the Aurochs don't lose the first match again. No wins whatsoever. Didn't even get past the first match. Anyway, we're gonna try and turn around things this time. Okay, by the way, that dog that you just saw earlier, when I was inside this cottage, will be useful later on, before we leave Besaid. No need.
Go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Wakka's cottage. My final one before we check the Crusaders' Lodge. They're weaving fabrics. Yes, that's one way to make an income here in Besaid Island. Yeah, of course, when you buy it here in Besaid itself, it will be cheaper, and then you go to other places, then you can increase the price. Anyway. Okay, I'm seeing another... what do you call this? Albed primer. This should be the letter B.
Hey, you!
Maybe later.
You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir. The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
So the Crusaders, they're one of the groups that has been trying to defeat Sin ever since. But they haven't, and it seems that they don't really have the means to defeat it. But at least they're able to keep it away from the villages if possible, to protect the people residing in it.
We've been We must go now. Everything is riding on our next. We must go.
Can't get
now.
it. Wait. I saw an Albert Primer here. Can you see it? Besaid
now.
It's on his table.
But soon,
Maybe it's on the ground?
we've
Wait.
got a plan.
Oh wait, it's lying on the ground. I thought it was on the table. There you go, we have letter B.
But soon,
We must go now. We must go now.
I kinda skipped it, but if you caught it,
We must go
Luzu
now.
said that they have been excommunicated by Yevon. So that means they have been using Machina to fight Sin. And like what I said earlier, Machinas are very, very forbidden when following Yevon. Basically, the equivalent of their religion here.
It was then, standing in that place. I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
As you can see here, the moment we enter the temple, you really get that church vibe.
Ten years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
So unlike in other Final Fantasies, in FF10, only the summoner is capable of summoning the Aeons. Aeons are basically the equivalent of the Guardian Forces in FF8 and like the Eidolons in Final Fantasy 13. So like Tidus, Wakka won't be able to summon an Aeon, but the summoner will be able to, which we will get to meet later. The guy that we just talked to, by the way, is a Yevon priest. This one and the one inside. So absolutely nothing here. Pray hard and the toxin will release its grip. Only sworn guardians may approach the Cloister of Trials, and Tidus isn't one, and therefore we are not allowed. Anyway, we're done checking the temple. Maybe it's time we go back to Wakka.
Sorry, man. No, take a nap. You look pushed.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Wakka?
So right there we got a brief preview of Tidus' past, where his father disappeared in Zanarkand, and we also got to see his mom. Anyway, before entering the temple, I will save my game first. Once we go inside the temple, we will be able to meet more characters. Which could be in our party too, as we go through our journey.